Welcome back everybody, how you doing? This is Joe from Joe Productions, and today I'm gonna tell you why not to get the Adsr sample manager. And the reason you shouldn't, it's like your mama coming over to your messy house to clean up and she finds that little something under the far corner of your couch that you should have found a long time ago and gotten rid of. Anyways, this thing is so awesome that it takes all your samples that you sampled over the years, sample packs that you bought, that you have all over the place. It doesn't really matter if you have them on 10 drives, one drive, it takes them all and puts them in one place. And if that's all it does, that would have been great. I would have been satisfied. But it's so much more. And on top of all that, they're giving it away for free. Yes, for free. I would have easily paid for this. And if you truly want to understand how amazing this Adsr sampler manager is, you need to watch the video all the way to the end. And friends, if you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Let's get into it now. I'll pull up the Adsr sample manager. I'm using Studio One 4, but it works with all DAWs. I previously added all my sample libraries, but don't worry, I'll show you how to do it. It's pretty simple and they upload pretty fast. Just click up here on the Add Library button, then go to the hard drives and folders where your samples reside, then let the magic happen. In my case, it shows me source exists, but that's only because I already added my sample libraries. You would think because I literally have thousands of samples, it would take hours to upload, but I promise you, this thing took seconds to upload. And bam, here's all your samples right here. Okay, let's start off from the left and finish off to the right, just so we won't be all over the place. In the left column, it organizes things within folders and tags. Then you have subfolders within subfolders, but you really don't have to worry about that, and you'll see why in a second. There's a few ways to search for your samples. One way is just going through the folders. To make things easier for yourself, you can include or exclude any of the folders just by clicking the eye icon. I'm going to exclude everything except for the Splice folder, and now I'm searching only the samples from Splice. Or you can just search by tags in alphabetical order. And that's not all, folks. You can come up to the search bar and type in whatever sample you're looking for. Oh, what do you know? I can actually do infomercials now. Let's be typical. Type in kick. And there you go. Just like magic, all my kick drums pulled up. Samples that I haven't seen in ages. Of course, you have a mixture of loops and one-shots, but that's an easy fix. You can turn off the loops and just search for one-shot or vice versa. You can also search by the root note of the sample or whatever key it's in, major or minor. You can also search by and or. This is pretty self-explanatory, so I'm not going to go into details. Unless you want me to, just let me know down in the comments below. For example, you can search for kick and snare or kick or snare. If that's all it did, that would be great. But you can also trigger it via MIDI. I'll pull up the Studio One keyboard so you can see what I'm doing. Let's say you search for strings. You can audition it through your keyboard. You can change the start point of the loop and the end point. Or you can use it as a MIDI playback unit in your DAW, which I'll show you a little later. Another thing I love about this, let's say you're working on a project and you're searching for sounds. Okay, let's say I just love this kick. Click on the heart icon, pull it up in my favorites. I just need to use the snare. Click on the heart. Okay, cabasa. I just need to use this cabasa. Click on the heart. And I'm in love with the strings. Click on the heart icon. If that alone isn't enough, you can take different sets of sounds and tag them under different tags. For example, if you're working on 10 different projects, you can take 10 different sets of sounds, tag them under 10 different tags. So there's no need to search for your sounds all over again. And I'm just giving you 10 as an arbitrary number. I really have no idea how many tags you can have. You probably can have hundreds of tags, even thousands of tags. I'm just going to tag it AAA. So you moved on, you're working on other projects, your client calls you up and tells you, you know what, I want to finish up my project. You go to your tags, you go up to A, there you go, AAA. There's all your sounds. Isn't that great? Remove tag because I don't want it. Okay, let's pull up a synth sound. Whatever. We have 3 MIDI modes. If you notice up here on the Studio One 4 keyboard, in stop mode, as soon as I take my finger off the key, the sound stops playing. Full mode is comparable to the one-shot mode and the old samplers. It plays the sample in its entirety, even if you just flick the keyboard. And last but not least, we have loop mode. Ah, come on, you actually expect me to explain to you what loop mode is? In playback, you have forward, you have reverse. You can also change the start point and end point of the sample. And I'll bring the endpoint all the way up here so I can demonstrate the cycle mode that we just skipped over. Isn't that cool? If you already use the Adsr sample manager, comment down below, share with us how you use it. Another great thing, it syncs up to your DAW. If you remove this, that's the original tempo of the sample. If you click this, it syncs up to your DAW. Let's go to 200 BPM. Hey, don't judge the way music is going these days. I won't be surprised if we do have 200 BPM one day. Alright, back to 120. And I'm pretty sure by now it's obvious to you that the sample manager actually stretches the sample for you. You have three modes. You have drum mode, smooth mode, and normal mode. In addition to all this, you can tune the sample. There's a few different ways that you can use this with your DAW. One way is simply pull the sample in. Cool. Another way is just trigger it via MIDI. Let's say kick. Let's change this to playback forward. For some reason, everything defaults to C3. That's fine with me. Alright, we don't want that. Don't want that. And duplicate this. Call this kick. And let's say snare. This is good enough right here. Duplicate this. Shakers, okay. That sounds cool. We duplicate this till the end. Let's balance it out a little bit. We don't need the click anymore. Or you can pull up a drum machine. In this case, I'm pulling up Impact. I'm not 100% certain if you can do this next step in other DAWs. Please comment below, let me know if you can or you can't. But I really don't see why you shouldn't be able to. Okay, let's say boundaries. Let's say I like this loop, right? You can take it right into Impact. Pull this in here. Duplicate this. And you're probably asking, why would you want to pull it into Impact? Very simple. You can do further processing. Okay, let's not forget the synth. Doesn't look like the synth loop has the tempo stamped on it, but that's an easy fix. Hey, I never told you it was going to sound good. All I said I was going to give you an example, okay? Let's pull up some kind of a bass so we can make it sound good. A lot of cool things over here. Man, I miss these things. This F sharp right here. Let's go ahead and tune it. Okay, let's play around with the bass line, see what we can come up with. And here it is. No, don't save all the samples. Okay, I think that just about covers everything. If there's anything that I forgot about, please leave it down in the comments. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified when I release a new video. If you want to learn how to make your own fresh sounds for your next project, click over here to the left. I have my previous videos that go deeper into sound design. You might find them very informative. And as always, be blessed and see you next week.